Everything I wanted came nothing real at all, and I don't know what I'm chasing. Maybe you'll never know.
I'm Pat. We're at the Howler.
I'm Tim.
From
My band is called Vancouver Sleep Clinic.
yeah. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, let's get right into it.
Let's get into it.
So, yeah, I heard about how you were with the label or whatever, and then so all of last year you were like trying to get out of that label or whatever.
Yeah, man. It was what's 2018? Yeah, mostly like 2017. Most of the year we were just trying to. Basically, we put the album out in April, and we had this like kind of 1 year, close to 1 year period where we couldn't really. They weren't dropping us or re-signing us, so we were kind of like in a bit of a purgatory kind of space because
you couldn't do anything.
Yeah, we
like,
couldn't
with
release
the label, and they didn't let you do anything, right?
Well, I mean, we could have still put out music, but it would have been through them, and they weren't like they hadn't re-signed us, so we hadn't gotten our next advance in or anything. So they're kind of just sitting on us for a little while. So it's just a bit of a tricky period to negotiate.
Yeah.
But
So you've been spending like the past year just trying to get out of that spot.
Yeah, man. I mean, not me personally. It was kind of more my manager. He was kind of working around that. But I think like maybe a few months in, we sort of just accepted that we probably will be stuck here until our contract runs out. So at that point, I decided that I was just going to make the most of it and write a bunch of music. Yeah.
So you called it like therapy phase. So for you, it was like therapy to make all this music.
Yeah, bro.
During this difficult time.
Yeah, it was like the only thing I could really do, even like just to kill time, because I didn't have like a job or really much of a routine, and I got injured playing sport around the same time. So the only real thing that I had going for me was getting in my room and making songs.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a way for me to like get through that time.
But the good news is that now you're independent again.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the difference from like being on a big label versus being independent again?
Well, the best thing is just like having full creative control, and like not that the label was the label was actually great and giving me a lot of like freedom in the music, but I love being able to release it quickly and kind of ride the wave of energy that surrounds the song when you make it.
Yeah, it's really good when you're independent because it removes the middleman from you and putting it on like a streaming platform. Yeah, exactly. So like when you made like the acoustic version of Closure, you got it finished and then like immediately you could release it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's like really
exactly
good.
Like we did that in a day and then put it out 2 days later, and that that's how I like to release music, because
it's kind of weird when you like put something or finish something and then it doesn't come out for like another year.
Exactly.
So then by the time you've like released it, it's like not representative. Of
exactly
who you were now. Yeah.
And when you tour it and stuff, it's not as fun playing the songs because you've already been listening to them for like a year and a half. So for you, for everyone else, they're still new, but for you, it's like you feel like it's really old. So
let's talk about therapy phase number 1.
Yes.
So Closure, I remember when I first listened to it, and like the sound of it and everything was like completely different from everything you'd done before. Yeah. So like I didn't immediately get into it, but then the more times I listened to it, I kind of got it more and more. Yeah. And now I've played it like 150 times or something. Yeah. And it's like my second most played song of this year.
Oh, that's crazy. Appreciate that. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a big switch up. I think like, the thing that people probably don't see, just due to the fact of like the whole label thing and how long it took the album to come out, but that album was recorded mostly when I was 18, 19.
Yeah. So
there really has been like at least 2 years in between, like when I made Closure in the album. So that like a lot of my influences developed and changed. And like I think I just found myself like as I was playing live, I was kind of like trying to think like what songs do I want to make that, you know, because I love going to shows with energy and like you know I definitely like I'm an emotional person and I like to express that in my music, but I also love to have fun and to like enjoy what I do. So I wanted to make some songs that had a little bit more bounce and like energy to it, especially for the live show. So yeah, I think that's kind of mostly like that's kind of what Closure represents. It's still kind of like authentic to me, and the emotion is, the connection is still there. But I wanted to kind of find a sound that I could, I could really grow on and like expand on in the studio and live.
Yeah, that's what I like a lot about you as like an artist. So like every EP or album or EP is like completely different to the last one.
Yeah,
so there's like a Vancouver Sleep Clinic song for like every mood.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I've definitely been trying to. Yeah, I'm like admittedly still trying to find what I'm having the most like fun doing, or like just the most comfortable making. And I guess like that could always change for the rest of my musical career, but you know, it's a big journey, and things around you change and your inspiration changes. So now I understand why other artists change as well, because
so you can't keep making the same thing over and over again.
It gets boring.
It's like
sure.
Your tastes change, your skills change, everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Let's talk about Ayahuasca. Yeah. So it's an 8.5 minute masterpiece.
Oh, thank you.
And
yeah, it's definitely
pretty
long.
I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
So yeah, talk about that.
So Ayahuasca happened. I was living in LA for a year. Last year.
Do you still live in LA now?
No, so my lease just ran out. So I'm kind of like
back in Brizzy.
Yeah, I'm staying with my parents for a little bit. We're gonna like, cause we're doing a bunch of touring, so yeah, I didn't want to like lock down a place yet. So we're gonna do the shows and then figure it out. Yeah, I was staying in LA, and basically like I don't know, LA is a pretty intense city. It's especially to live in. Just coming from Brisbane, because Brisbane's so chill. But LA is intense, and one weekend I decided like I wanted to just like kind of not go out, not do anything, stay in the honest. I wanted to stay in my studio apartment and just make something that, because you know when I was over there I was working with producers and other artists a lot, so a lot of collaboration. But you know, I was kind of like, it got to a point where I was like, man, I just need to spend time by myself and do something that's me completely. So I got some neon lights and a bunch of food, and I trapped myself in the apartment for 3 days. I think I might have gone outside once, get some sun. But yeah, I just like stayed in there and I made ayahuasca, and
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm stoked with what came out. It's kind of like it sort of is definitely an accurate like representation of the journey that I was going through mentally, and a lot of the things I was feeling about life at the time. So I kind of just let the song take me, and you know, the title actually comes. I was like watching a bunch of these documentaries on YouTube. I was kind of going down the rabbit hole. I was watching these documentaries about ayahuasca because I just found it really interesting. All of these stories about people who have tried it, and
yeah, they go to like the mountains.
Yeah,
like, do this ritual thing with the ayahuasca.
Yeah, so if anyone who doesn't know what it is, it's just like a Peruvian herbal tea that the native people used to drink a lot, and
it's drugs.
Yeah,
but it's a special type of
it's basically
natural drugs.
Yeah, but for them it's like a spiritual thing. So some kind of cleansing experience. So yeah, I just found that like really interesting, and I actually sampled, like on the low, I sampled from like one of these YouTube videos, one of the I can't remember the exact word for their role, but one of the people on these camps that like they do singing and stuff, and like they like lead the ceremony, and so yeah, I sampled her lovely voice in the song, like kind of in the back of the mix. But yeah, that's kind of how the song got its name and its story.
But yeah, I love the song so much.
Thanks, bro.
It's like you got the first 3 minutes of just you on the guitar.
Yeah.
And then things change, and it's like it's just an entire journey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's how it happened. It just started me on the guitar, and then I was like, all right, let's take it here, and then let's keep taking. You know, I just wanted to keep. I didn't want to stop. I wanted to keep saying things and expressing things. So yeah,
it's
really fun.
really good because like you get a lot of songs where like they're just aiming for like radio play. So like,
Right.
but with that one, it's like you just let it go.
Yeah. And
as
like,
long as it should be.
And that's the thing, man. Like when I was around the time I was making that, I was making a lot of songs with producers that were designed for like radio or for like more like easy access.
Yeah.
So it was an awesome like outlet for me to be able to sit down and just make that song because, you know, it allowed me to say a lot of things and do a lot of things sonically that I wasn't, you know, doing in my other like projects at the time.
Yep. All right, so let's talk about Brockhampton. So you actually know the guys from Brockhampton?
Yeah, I worked with Kevin and some of those guys back when, like a couple years ago now. So back probably when they were just starting Brockhampton and
when they weren't a household name.
Yeah,
now
they
they're
were
a
probably
household name. They're
yeah.
everywhere.
Now they're huge. Yeah, I worked with them out in South Central, and it was cool to see them in that. Like they have like 13 of them in their like
The
3
one
or
house.
4 bedroom house. Yeah, and they were really grinding at it hard, which is great to see. And now they're like killing it, and yeah, I'm stoked for them. It's awesome.
Yeah. Let's talk about Golden Vessel.
Yeah,
So we both know Golden Vessel.
we do both know Golden Vessel.
and we both know the other guy,
The other guy,
Akurei.
Connor Grant,
Connor Grant.
aka
So
Akurei.
Connor Grant has actually sent a question for us today
That's so
through
nice.
Facebook Messenger.
This is going to be an absolute stitch up. Oh man, this is yeah. Thank you, Connor. He said he did send me a message saying he can't wait to watch this. So I'm sure he's put in
All right.
an absolute ripper of a question.
Here's his question.
Connor wants to know when you're going to come over and finish the Cock Rock demo from 2015. Man, okay, so we need some context on Cock Rock. Cock Rock is this big protruding rock from a mountain on Burleigh Heads, which is on the Gold Coast. Kind of sticks out, and me and Connor always used to do this hike up there and just chill out on the rock and sit on the rock and watch the ocean. And then we made a song and
Never finished?
never finished. We actually made quite a few songs and never finished them. But then, yeah, obviously the name of that demo has nothing to do with the song. Just a stupid rock we used to go to all the time. But yeah, I love Connor and his music.
I love Connor as well.
Hey Connor.
Do you ever miss Whisperer? Do you
Oh
remember
man,
when you had Whisperer?
not as much as I miss Plab. Prepare like Brad.
I've never heard that one before.
Oh my gosh! Everyone who's watching this needs to go and look up Prepare Like a Bride, and you'll see.
How do I spell it?
It's like prepared and then like a bride.
Prepared Like a Bride.
Yeah, best hardcore band of all time. Represent.
I don't on SoundCloud.
Not probably pre SoundCloud, bro. It's probably more
MySpace.
MySpace thing. Dude, I used to be down there front row in my mosh shorts, watching Connor like shred it on the bass. Just playing in like drop C or something crazy. Probably lower. I don't know. They were heavy.
And now he's the bandmate of Golden Vessel,
Now,
which is
yeah.
not a hardcore band.
Not a hardcore band. Pretty
A chill
opposite.
band.
But we always, yeah. I definitely want Connor to go back.
Pursue hardcore again.
I want him to sing a few breakdowns in a Akurei song. That'd be nice.
Yeah. So what happened to Therapy Phase 2?
Oh damn, yeah. So phase 2, I just wasn't like, I don't know. I wasn't fully happy with it, so I kind of just pulled it down, and I'm fixing a few things up, but it'll be back online in some form soon.
Alright.
I just
So you
kinda-
got more things on the way?
Yeah, heaps more music on the way. I just wanted to. Yeah, I kind of changed my mind, admittedly, about a few things on that EP. So I wanted to, you know, it was only up for like a week, and I was like, quickly take it down, fix those things that were gonna bug me for a long time if I didn't, and then it'll be up again soon.
Well, I think you made the right decision.
Yeah, I think
like
so
if
too.
you're not happy with something and you put out, you can always like
that's the thing, and that's what's good about being independent is you have like that freedom,
that control. Yeah.
And you know, there are definitely people that like the songs, but for me, you know, it's about my legacy, and with the internet, everything you put out is always going to be there. So I want to make sure that my discography is what I want it to be when I finish.
Yeah. So you got more music on the way. So
heaps more, yeah.
More singles and another EP, I guess.
More singles, EPs, everything. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm pumped.
Would you ever collab with Connor Grant and Max Byrne?
Yeah, those are my boys. Yeah, like
the
boys, man. Yeah, I love those guys and their music. So
it's so cool that like you knew each other from like as kids or whatever, and then now you're doing music.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Living the dream.
Yeah, we're all having fun with it. So it's a good vibe for sure.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Awesome, man. Well, appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah.
For this.
So I'm still